Throughout recent centuries, insect juice has kept up with its amazing excellence in the night sky, enthralling spectators from the Earth. Maybe the red Goliath star does magic with its charming look that entrances everybody. Insect juice is a noticeable individual from the world-class class of stars that sparkle brilliantly enough for us to see, arranged in the constellation of Orion. This red supergiant star is the 10th brightest star in the night sky, permitting everybody to appreciate its ruddy orange variety. One fascinating component about insect juice is that it is one of the 3 stars that make up the winter triangle asterism and marks the focal point of the winter hexagon. From the start of January consistently, insect juice should be visible ascending in the east soon after nightfall. Once it gets to mid-September and down to mid-March, the star is apparent to virtually every occupied region on the planet except for Antarctica. On a regular day, once daylight bids farewell to the Earth and the night's darkness sets in, it is possible to spot insect juice among the array of stars that embellish the sky. Although bug juice is visible to the naked eye, the star is shrouded in a thick veil of mystery. Researchers are entertained by the fact that this captivating star shifts in brightness, a quirk that has remained with it as long as we can remember. This fascinating component caught the attention of analysts and compelled them to think critically. Eventually, they came up with explanations for this extraordinary phenomenon. Incidentally, the red giant's varying brightness can be traced to its enormous size. Creepy-crawly juice is not your average star. It surpasses its counterparts in size. For example, if we were to replace our sun with scarab juice, this astonishing star would extend to the asteroid belt and have a mass that is multiple times that of the sun. Impressive, isn't it? As exciting as this fact sounds, it is nothing compared to its other awe-inspiring features. When researchers explored bug juice further, they were beyond stunned to discover that it was a young star with an age estimated to be between 8 and 10 million years. It took some time before the truth of the star's age sank into the minds of astronomers. This is because they were expecting the star to be much older, given its marvelous characteristics. Compared to our sun, which has an estimated age of 4.6 billion years, bug juice is an infant. Despite our sun's towering age, the red supergiant compensates for this in other areas. Moreover, researchers have helped us understand the reason behind creepy-crawly's enormous size and brightness. From research, it was found that supergiant stars like scarab juice burn through their nuclear fuel quickly and waste no time before going supernova. This means stars like this grow rapidly, and from the little we have been able to piece together from historical texts, it is clear that scarab juice's growth happened right before mankind's eyes. Creepy-crawly juice's mesmerizing story began long ago, before anyone alive on Earth today was born. Anyway, to understand how researchers concluded that the red giant star has exploded, we have to start from the beginning, essentially the beginning that we are aware of. On this exciting journey, we would sail from ancient records to the shards of evidence that researchers have uncovered recently to establish a vivid picture of what is at stake. This fascinating story began sometime in the 200s BC when Chinese astronomers stumbled upon a discovery that made them smile. Under the full focus of the bright night sky, they noticed a peculiar-looking star known as creepy-crawly juice, which was characterized by a yellow tone. If we skip a few scenes to the next significant historical moment, it would lead us to the middle of the 2nd century AD, when Greek-Roman cosmologist Ptolemy was captivated by the enchanting looks of creepy-crawly juice and described it as orangish or bronzed, which remains accurate till today. Moreover, medieval observers in the Middle East had noted a similar coloring. At this intersection, the question brewing in everyone's mind is how colors were named or perceived in the past. Nevertheless, we should not disregard the physical possibility that insect juice underwent a color change within decades. Furthermore, the Chinese astronomers might have observed scarab juice during its yellow supergiant stage. As years turned into decades, into centuries, it is possible that the star transformed into the red supergiant stage that we know today. Another crucial feature of scarab juice is that it is a variable star as it seems to adapt to some cyclic behavior. For example, in December 2019, researchers found with rude shock that insect juice's brightness had decreased significantly. Experts couldn't believe their eyes as their minds went into a precision state, trying to look for potential answers to the phenomenal event. Across the globe, Those who were accustomed to observing this star could see that its brightness had plummeted alarmingly, birthing unusual thoughts in them. This alarming event gave rise to the talk that something unusual had come upon the star in its constellation Orion. However, the story soon took a sharp turn, albeit a positive one. By mid-2020, the star had returned to normal, as its brightness now reflected its former glory. It is interesting to note that this change didn't happen all at once. It was gradual, as astronomers noticed that creepy-crawly Juice's brightness was returning to normal with each passing month. Some researchers came up with a hypothesis to explain this strange occurrence. According to the hypothesis, it is believed that some of the star cycles had coincided, leading to a deep dip in brightness. However, when researchers decided to seek the help of the Hubble Space Telescope in investigating the unusual event, the HST made some astonishing observations. From what the Hubble telescope revealed, it seems bug juice had ejected a huge amount of burning material into space, leading to the formation of a massive dust cloud. This dust cloud didn't become an integral factor on its own. It birthed something even more damaging. Analysts found that the dust cloud blocked a significant portion of the star's light when seen from the Earth. As expected, this change took everyone's breath away. Nothing had prepared or warned us about this event. Imagine waking up to see that the 10th brightest star in the night sky had lost its position and was now ranked lower than the 20th brightest star in the universe. It was like a bad dream that had come out of nowhere. Researchers heaved a sigh of relief when Scarab Juice began showing signs of improvement as the star's brightness picked up its pace, rising steadily to its glory days. However, the incredible show didn't end just like that. The storm is far from over. From what astronomers have observed so far, the star is now displaying a state even stranger than mere dimming. In recent times, experts have been baffled by truly surprising behavior. Bug juice displays a behavior that has been a source of concern for the global scientific community. Everyone can't stop talking about how the star's brightness has not only increased but has surpassed its usual radiance. The plunging brightness was no longer an issue. Now we were facing a much bigger and more ominous problem. The star's brightness had increased beyond the normal range. With bated breaths, analysts watched as creepy-crawly Juice's brightness continued to increase until it outshone its usual glow by more than half. This astounding event has caused a stir in the astronomical community, as both amateur and experienced stargazers have buried their heads in reanalyzing the data made from observations. They have been hard at work, seeking a potential explanation for these unusual events that have unfolded like a horror movie right in our faces. In a bid to determine the cause of this behavior, some researchers believe that the dimming events could be the handiwork of dust or coinciding cycles. Another theory that has risen from the shadows of this disturbing issue is that the star may have developed enormous sunspots. Nevertheless, a significant increase in brightness is a different story altogether, one that requires further investigation to unravel the mystery behind it. Yet some researchers believe that there could be a linkage between the two events. They say the increased brightness may be related to the past event, and they have painted a compelling story to support their claims. It is possible that when bug juice ejected material in the infamous event of 2019, it caused a major disruption in the star's plasma flow. Consequently, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that this current behavior, unfolding right before our eyes, could be a result of that ejection event. As we ponder over this possibility, researchers have revealed another route that might see us through this tunnel of confusion and finally put to rest this period of mystery. This theory has gained traction over time as it rests on the shoulders of many leading scientists and concludes this heated debate. Analysts have speculated that the reason behind creepy-crawly's remarkable increased luminosity is that the red Goliath star may be approaching the supernova stage. A supernova is a one-of-a-kind event, one that would undoubtedly make it into the history books. A supernova is the powerful and bright explosion of a star. From what researchers have uncovered so far, a supernova usually occurs during the final evolutionary stages of a massive star or when a white dwarf is triggered into runaway nuclear fusion. After this process is initiated, the original object, known as the progenitor, would either collapse into a neutron star or black hole or be completely obliterated to form a diffused cloud. The energy that is set to be released if creepy-crawly juice were to explode today is no small matter, as it can have a damaging effect on the surrounding space. The mere thought of this is enough to get the average person worried. Who wouldn't be wary of an explosion that could release a massive amount of energy, estimated to be as much as the sun would produce over 10 billion years? Indeed, Betelgeuse is a star that has kept researchers on their toes, even though we are yet to know the exact time that this star might go.